Hello friends, you are on the channel Quotes of Great Men. Enjoy watching. It used to take me all vacation to grow a new hide in place of the one they flogged off me during school term. In German, a young lady has no sex, but a turnip has. History doesn't repeat itself, it rhymes. When a person is accustomed to 138 in the shade, his ideas about cold weather are not valuable. None but the dead are permitted to tell the truth. We must look for our own blame to find our own personality. There are some natures which never grow large enough to speak out and say a bad act is a bad act, until they have inquired into the politics or the nationality of the man who did it. A classic is a book that everybody praises but nobody has read. Travel has no longer any charm for me. I have seen all the foreign countries I want to accept heaven and hell, and I have only a vague curiosity about one of those. The perfection of wisdom and the end of true philosophy is to proportion our wants to our possessions, our ambitions to our capacities. We will then be a happy and a virtuous people. Some things you can't find out, but you will never know you can't by guessing and supposing. No, you have to be patient and go on experimenting until you find out that you can't find out. Etiquette requires us to admire the human race. God's noblest work. Man who found it out. Man. It's not as bad as it sounds. Such is luck, and such the treatment which honest, good perseverance gets so often at the hands of unfair and malicious nature. Children and fools always speak the truth. We wish to learn all the curious, outlandish ways of all the different countries, so that we can show off and astonish people when we get home. We wish to excite the envy of our untraveled friends with our strange foreign fashions which we can't shake off. Sometimes you're going to get hurt, and sometimes you're going to get sick. But every time he's going to get well again. Honest men are few when it comes to themselves. We should be careful to get out of an experience only the wisdom that is in it, and stop there. That optimist of yours is always ready to turn hell's backyard into a playground. We must put up with clothes as they have their reason for existing. They are honest to expose us to advertise what we were them to conceal. It is not what a man knows, but what he thinks of in time. When your watch gets out of order, you have choice of two things to do. Throw it in the fire or take it to the watch tinker. The former is the quickest. Fry me an optimist for breakfast. Yes, always avoid violence. In this age of charity and kindliness, the time has gone by for such things. Leave dynamite to the low and unrefined. I fell in love with the most cordial and sociable city in the Union. Heroine, girl who is perfectly charming to live with, in a book. There is nothing but that frail breastwork of earth between the people and destruction. Except a person be part coward, it is not a compliment to say he's brave. The human being places sexual intercourse above all other joys, but leaves it out of his heaven. How stunning are the changes which age makes in a man while he sleeps. Nature makes the locust with an appetite for crops. Man would have made him with an appetite for sand. The calamity that comes is never the one we had prepared ourselves for. The moral sense enables one to perceive morality and avoid it. The immoral sense enables one to perceive immorality and enjoy it. The work that is really a man's own work is play and not work at all. Don't use a $5 word when a 50-cent word will do. The ancients stole all our ideas from us. Wine is a clock to the pen, not an inspiration. When an audience does not complain, it is a compliment, and when it does, it is a compliment, too, if unaccompanied by violence. One must keep one's character. Earn a character first if you can, and if you can't, then assume one. I wonder how much it would take to buy a soap bubble if there were only one in the world. I wasn't worth a cent 2 years ago, and now I owe $2 million. There is no use in your walking 5 miles to fish when you can depend on being just as unsuccessful near home. I do not want Michelangelo for breakfast, but for lunch and for dinner, for tea, for supper, for between meals. France has usually been governed by prostitutes. The old saw says, "Let a sleeping dog lie." Right. Still, when there is much at stake, it is better to get a newspaper to do it. The old saw says, "Let a sleeping dog lie." Experience knows better. Experience says, if you want to convince, do it yourself. Thanks for watching. Check out these educational videos too.